So hello and welcome to another episode of Steam's Four Wheels. As you can see, I'm out and about with the B-Class today and I'm going to be doing a detailing session on it. Now this is the first time that I've actually cleaned the B-Class, which hence why I've done this as the title of new car detailing. There are certain stuff that I will be doing to the B-Class, obviously giving it a good fur wash, but there'll be other stuff such maybe as tyre shine and maybe an interior clean that the dealership will have already done for me, so I don't really need to go into those areas. So first of all, we're going to start with a little bit of a walk around. I'm going to talk about which areas I'm actually going to do in the car, which areas I'm not going to do in the car. And as I've had it for a couple of weeks now, I've started to gauge what does need doing and what also doesn't need doing as well. So here we have the B-Class. You can see I've already started to get a few bits of my car detailing equipment ready. The first thing is going to need doing, the whole bodywork is going to need a good going over. As you can see, it has been raining quite a bit recently. And it picked up quite a lot of dirt. I think the dealership have waxed the car at some point though, or put something on the car, some sort of coating on the car. It actually isn't as bad as an unwaxed car would be. Obviously the next thing I'm going to be doing is the wheels. As you can see, they are absolutely rancid. And I'm also going to have a look at the inside of the wheel. I do clean the inside of the wheels on the SLK, but then again, that is used for show, so I do like to keep it absolutely immaculate. So moving on into the interior of the B-Class, I've already had to give the windscreen a wipe over because I think whoever wiped it over left it quite streaky and their cloth that I'm using was a bit wet. So I already have to do that. However, today I'm going to go around and do the rest of the glass. Again, I'm not going to bother doing a full interior clean. I might give it a quick wipe over, some interior detailer. There's a few little bits of dust starting to pick up just on some of the black plastic areas there. The leather, I'm not going to bother doing anything with the leather at the moment. It's still a grey cleaner again because this car was fully validated when I bought it. It doesn't actually need that much, which is why I've really decided to do this video today to show you actually they've already done it. They're deciding what areas need to be done, what areas don't need to be done as well. And I've also got the help of Mr. Charlie as well today. He's assessing the interior of the, aren't you? What do you think needs them seats, Charlie? Needs them seats. So after Mr. Charlie and I had decided what needed doing, what didn't need doing on the interior, we decided to start actual cleaning, and we decided to start on the wheels. Now what I'm doing at the moment is applying a pre-cleaner. This is the product called Auto Finesse Citrus Power, which is fantastic to get all the loose dirt off and it will help get that road grime off. After leaving the pre-clean to settle for about 10 to 15 minutes, it was time to give the wheel a thorough washing off. The next stage was to apply a wheel cleaner before giving the wheels a good scrub with a brush and a sponge. and after giving the wheels a thorough clean, it was time to hose them off. After giving the wheels a thorough rinse off, it was time for the final stage to protect the wheels. For this I use a Rinse Aid, which helps protect the wheel from build-up of dirt and grime and also helps me clean them in the future. To use the Rinse Aid, all I did was apply it on using the spray bottle, give it about 30 seconds and then give the wheel a good thorough hosing off. And after that thorough rinse off, it was time for the final stage, which was to dry the wheels off. Now, you may have already noticed that I've done a video on wheel cleaning, which I went into a lot more detail, and I also did tyre shine, which I haven't shown on this video because I don't think the wheels need it. So I definitely recommend, if you want to see a little bit more how about clean wheels, I definitely recommend you go out and watch that video. And of course it wouldn't be one of my detailing videos unless the cleaning supervisor, little buddy, came out to check on my progress. And for the first stage of washing the body, again I got my citrus power out and decided to give the side of the car here a pre-clean. And as with the wheels, I left the pre-clean on for about 10-15 minutes to make sure it tries to help get all that dirt and grime that's on the bodywork off, and I gave the car a thorough washing off. And as you can see, I also gave the rest of the car a good clean off as well. Now I've given the car a thorough clean with a contact wash. I'm not going to show that in this video because again I have done a video all about this, but as you can see from here I'm just giving the car its final thorough rinse off to make sure I get rid of all the soap suds and the car's ready for the drying stage. So now I'm going to be drying the car off. As you'll know from my previous detailing video, I use 3 different types of cloth. This is the first cloth that I use, which is a really thick cloth to get the majority of the water off the car. And the second part in the drying process is to use a slightly smaller, thicker cloth, which helps get the car really clean. However, I will go on to use a slightly smaller and slightly thinner cloth to get into all nooks and crannies and to give all the car a nice buff up as well. also it's quite easy to forget the door shuts and the door jams as well, so I always give these a thorough going over. And the last stage for the exterior of the bodywork is going to be a spray wax. As you can see, all you do is spray it on the product and then give it a good wipe over, and I also go over at the end of when I've done the whole car and give it a buff up as well. Now I'm going to start on the interior, and I'm going to first of all go over the interior cleaner just to get rid of all those dust and any little marks on the interior plastics. As you can see, I go over the whole of the dash, all the door cards, centre console, leather seats, steering wheel, and any of the little parts that might get a little bit dusty. I'm now going to move on to the glass, and I'm going to use just a little bit of the product just to get onto the glass, and as you can see, get a really good rubbing and a good buff up as well. Finally, I'm going to give the carpets and also the seats a very quick vacuum. As I mentioned before, I'm not going to give the leather seats a going over on this occasion. However, I am going to be doing a video looking at interior detailing, which will be a separate video in the future. So that is all done for the new car detail. As you can see, I just wanted to do something a little bit different really, and show you that if you have a new car, you don't necessarily have to do everything depending on how that car comes to you. Obviously this car was fully valeted before I had it, so there isn't actually that much I needed doing. It just really needed a good clean on the outside. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will do another one of these detailing videos very soon, add that to my series that I'm doing. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you put a like on the video. If you have any other ideas for anything else you want to say on detailing, please do let me know. Any other questions that you've seen from today's video, put them in the comments. I'll do my very best to answer them as always, and obviously hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure you keep up to date with the latest video. So until next time, I will see you very soon. Goodbye.